Pakistan. Now she's going to be international. Yeah, she's right now got an apartment in London, or she has an apartment in France, in Paris. She's going to be global. She's going to this shoot, this runway, that. Oh, she's global. But she has a passport. She's a citizen of what country? Pakistan. Okay, let's get back. So now the two of you, all of a sudden she's calling you. She wants to have lunch. And of course, you're not married yet. So now, of course, you do. And one thing leads to another, and you're a U.S. citizen. You're a United States citizen. So you fall in love, and even though she has a crazy schedule and you only see her 5 to 6 months out of the year, you're able to deal with that. Okay? So now you get married. And you have a ceremony in Pakistan, and you have a ceremony where? In the United States. Okay? So here's our point. There's a point to this. Now we set the stage. So now you have to file a what? Every year. A U.S. tax return. You're a U.S. citizen. You got to file a what? U.S. tax return. Now hold on. You only make right now, you make $350,000 a year. That's all you make. It's a lot of money, but you're gonna move up in the firm. Who knows? You might end up with a managing partner at that firm. We don't know. But right now you're making $350,000. Okay, as a tax partner. Just got junior partnership. Okay, so now she makes $8 million a year. Your supermodel wife. Okay, who you only see 5 months out of the year. You travel sometimes and meet her. Yeah. Trust me, I've been through this myself. Not that I was married to a supermodel, but I was married to an international, not married. Excuse me, that's a Freudian slip. I was involved. For a number of years with it, and now she got there, she got to the top. She's, I don't know, about 7, 10 years ago, in that range, she became president of 3 divisions at a big worldwide cosmetics concern. Yeah, I don't have to mention her name, you don't have to mention the name. It's numero uno, trust me, it's numero uno. It always has been. So she's president of 3 divisions. She makes, no matter how much money I ever made, she always made 5 to 6 times my income, all the way through her career. Okay? So now, let's get back. So things are changing in the women panel. And she's tall and she's good looking, and that's what they like. They like tall and good looking, especially tall. These executives got to be tall. Short guys don't make it. And you have to be corporate. And duplicitous. You got to stare people in the back. She was very good at doing that too. So now, so I've been through it. I know she traveled all over the place, all over the world. In fact, after she finally met someone, after she dumped me, after she met someone and then she had her first child, 6 weeks after she gave birth, and that was an issue between she and our children. And after she dumps me for someone much better, they had a child, a son. No, excuse me, first one was a daughter. And 6 weeks after, she's traveling again. She's in Thailand. 6 weeks after, she waited 12 years for her child. And now someone else is an au pair, is raising her child. I don't get it, but that's the life she chooses to live. Okay. That's where you're going to have the decision you have to make. You can't have it all, ladies. You can't have it all. So someone else is raising her child, an abstention. She's traveling. She's 7 weeks after she gave birth to her first, and she waited a long time for that child. I don't understand. But let's get back. So now, this is a common thing with international people. All right. So here's where we are. You marry this Pakistani model. Okay, so now what? You're married. You're a U.S. citizen. So what do? You have 2 options. Married, filing separately. Married, filing jointly. You're married. So you're married, so you got married, filing jointly, married, filing separately. You make $350,000 a year. She makes $7 to $8 million a year. Okay. So now, here's the point. She is a what? She was snubbed a few years ago in New York when she was on her way up, and she got pissed off. So she vowed that she's never ever going to do a fashion show or anything, and she doesn't like the politics of the United States. She does Europe and she does all over the world, but she doesn't like to come to what? Only reason she comes is to see who? You. Okay, so she doesn't work here in the United States. So she is a what? Non-resident alien. and she doesn't provide any personal services in the United States. So she has no what? ECI, effectively connected income. So here's the point. How are you going to file? How are you going to file? You got to file a tax return every year. How are you going to file? Jointly? She's already putting the papers to be divorced from you. Married filing jointly. Married filing jointly, then all of that income, $7 million that she earned outside the United States, is now picked up on your what? Your tax return. Married filing jointly. I don't think she doesn't have to file in the United States. She has no ECI. So you can file what? Married filing separately, and then you're going to be taxed on your $350,000, and her $7 to $8 million escapes what? U.S. Okay. So now you understand the panoply of consequences with it. It's U.S. citizen, resident alien is taxed as if they were a U.S. citizen. We had to do this, Muhammad. And then there is an NRA. NRA is non-resident alien. Got it? Got it? Of course you do. You're very intelligent. Let's get back. So now, did this, you, for next class, are going to try to do what? And it's okay to be wrong, Muhammad. It's okay to be wrong. There it is.